illegal screen. Wow, Young, 25, 15, and 7 as the Mavs come from behind, get the 1-point win, but Trey not happy they didn't get a last chance.
I don't know what he felt. I mean, we made eye contact when I was on the ground, and I think that's really what really made me mad is that he saw the whole thing, and we even looked at each other. And that's what really made me frustrated. But just me being competitive in the heat of a moment and trying to win. So it's costly play. So that's really much all I got to say about it.
I didn't even see Trey. So he's a smart kid. He was trying to get a quick little foul to shoot free throws to ice the game. No way he was going to give him that call for the game. So good try, though. That was smooth. It was sneaky.
Hey, it's basketball, right? Young and Doncic each added another 25-point, 10-assist game to their tallies. The only guy in history with more 25 and 10 games before age 23. Yeah, you see him there. The Big O, Oscar Robertson. Remember, not only has Doncic not turned 23 yet, he doesn't even turn 22 till the end of this month. He's just recently drinking age, Matt. More on Luka. Some of the NBA's greatest players tell us what they see when they watch the Mavericks' young star. That's coming up. Much more on SportsCenter.
It really is remarkable. You forget how young he really is. 3-game losing streak for the Brooklyn Nets and the much chronicled defensive woes taking on the Pacers. Brooklyn has allowed 120-plus points in 7 straight games, 1 game shy of the longest streak by any team in the last 30 seasons. First quarter, Nets up 6, shot clock running down. Justin Holiday's going to drive. DeAndre Jordan challenges him as the shot clock expires. So a little bit of defense there. Then Jordan challenges the shot of Domantas Sabonis on the other end. Kyrie midair to Bruce Brown for the layup. There you have it. Defense leads to points. Nets hold the Pacers to 18 points in the first quarter, led by 9. Second quarter, they turn it up on the offensive end. This we know they can do. That a part of a 15-0 run by Irving. Nets up 14. Later in the second, up 20. Kyrie, crossover, drives, lob, Jordan, finish. I mean, they were on all cylinders last night. 2 minutes later, Jordan again. Nets lead by 26. At one point, they led by 36. The handoff to Irving, then to Harden. 62-30 at the half. That is the third largest halftime lead in franchise history. Fourth quarter, Irving, a layup at the other end, 35 points after the ball gets loose. Kyrie 17 of 17 from the free throw line as well. They put a little something together last night. They get the win. Here's their head coach, Steve Nash.
Effort, fight, connectivity. And what I've been telling them is that, you can't be having fun the way we're playing. So tonight there's a lot of smiles, a lot of joy, there's a lot of passion for their teammates and their job. And so just that is something to build on. So I was proud of them for bringing it.
We just got after it. We're all on the same page, from the beginning of the game. That first 5, we made them miss shots, contested every shot, rebounded the ball at a high level. But you got to have that mentality every single game to come in defensively with the mindset that we want to shut teams out because offensively, it's easy for us.
We talked about trends with the Nets this season. Pacers entered last night's game right at 500. Brooklyn has played its best basketball against good teams, 7-3 against teams 500 or better, tied for the best in the NBA while outscoring them by 8.7 points per game, also the best in the league. And they do truly play up to their competition, but then they do the opposite with lesser teams, just 8-9 Sage against teams below 500.
Let's bring in our NBA analyst, Matt Barnes. And so we just see the Nets lose to a bad Pistons team the other night, right? But then beat a solid Pacers team. So, Matt, defensively, what adjustments did you see from them last night?
Defense is all about energy and effort. We're not necessarily in an era of basketball where defense is prime front and center anymore. It's more about scoring, obviously, and they're going to figure that side out. I have no doubt with that. But defenses just want energy and effort, and you saw them scrambling around, covering for each other. And I think a lot of this is going to lie on DeAndre Jordan, who in the past has been a terrific defensive player, filling gaps, blocking shots, changing shots. And I think he still has a lot of that left in him. So he's going to have to hold down that back line, but the guards are just going to have to scramble, rotate, cover for each other, and talk. And if they can do that consistently night in, night out, there's not a team in the NBA that can score with this team.
Absolutely. But if it's just energy and effort, then they have zero excuse, by the way. 94 points, the second fewest Brooklyn has allowed in a game this season. I mean, this is NBA. Bring it every night. There was also a thriller between the Bucks and the Suns. Matt's going to come back with you for that in a little bit. Thanks, Matt. Again. Yes, I'm not going to tell you how the game ends, though, but they did need extra time to play. LeBron and the Lakers taking on the Thunder. There's no AD again. By the way, Thunder, only 8 players available against the defending champs because of COVID protocols for back-to-back games now against LA. You see LeBron finishing Al Horford there, and then the step-back triple. Lakers down as many as 20 points, heading to the fourth down, only 4 though. LeBron here, he plays defense. Always the effort and energy from LeBron on defense, and transition dishes to Kyle Kuzma. So that's their first lead of the game with under 5 minutes to play. Lakers up 1, LeBron is going to pull up again. Plenty of space for him to do that. So just over 4 minutes to play, and when LeBron starts feeling that, you have issues if you're the other team. In this case, it is the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's Dort driving and scoring and one. Huge bucket. Free throw's good, too, so Thunder back up by 1. 24 seconds to go. LeBron gets it from Montrezl Harrell, and he pulls up, and that triple ties it for the Lakers. So, yes, it's their 3rd straight overtime game. That's the first time LeBron's done that in his career. Minute to go in the overtime. Tied at 111. He drives, kicks it out to Wesley Matthews, who is open in the corner. Bang. So it's a 3-point lead by LA again. Back and forth, 4 seconds to go. The pass stolen by LeBron, and he saves it. And Kenrich Williams heaves it up. No good. LeBron James, 25 points, 6 boards, 7 assists as the Lakers hang on for another comeback win and their 3rd straight overtime game. 114-113 was the final. So LeBron becomes the first player since Glenn Robinson in 1997 and the 4th in history to lead his team in scoring outright in 3 straight games, all of which went to overtime. Of the 4, LeBron is the oldest by a full decade. Wilt Chamberlain, he was only 26 when he accomplished the feat, and that was in 1962.
What a game. What about Bucks and Suns, part of the ESPN doubleheader last night? Bucks got a little sunburnt last night in the desert. Bucks, 5 straight wins. Suns, 6 of 7, both playing good basketball. At one point, Milwaukee up by 16. Want to go to the 4th quarter, just under 7. Bucks now trail. Giannis, the feed inside, finishes with in traffic. Bucks alive, now down 3. Then gets the feed inside, bucket and foul. Bucks trail by 4, just over 3. Suns lead by 4. Devin Booker, pull-up jumper, Suns up 6. Not sure why I went back to Brooklyn, but I did. Booker then pulls up with Chris Middleton on him. Suns lead by 8. Again, they were down by 16 at one point, but here come the Bucks. Giannis, the finish, ties it at 124. Just under 3 seconds to play. Giannis, the inbounds jumper for the win. Doesn't fall. Only missed shot of the 4th quarter for him. Season high, 47 points for Giannis. Losing effort. Suns hang on 125-124. They have now won 4 in a row. As I said, trailed by as much as 16 last night. Normally, when the Bucks get up big, they just continue to dominate. However, last night, Chris Paul and the company said not so fast. Phoenix became the first team to overcome a 16-point deficit against Milwaukee since October 30th, 2019. Bucks had won 56 straight games when leading by at least 16 points. Want to bring back Matt Barnes with us. So, Matt, Suns pick up their 4th straight win. They now sit 4th place in the West. They're young. They've got some confidence. How legitimate is Phoenix as a contender out West?
I love what they're doing. I thought Chris Paul would be obviously a great addition to the organization, but more importantly to Devin Booker and his growth. CP being one of the greatest point guards that's ever played this game, his experience, his knowledge is going to bode well for Devin Booker. 4th spot right now in the West. Look for them to be active, I think, in the trade deadline because I think they're still one piece away from really being able to make some noise in the West. But I love how hard they're playing. Coach Williams has them all on the same page. And like I said, that CP just presence in that locker room and on the court, I know is definitely helping those young Phoenix Suns players.
And it's always also helping grow DeAndre Ayton into one of the best young centers in